San Diego City has over 1.3 million people in the city with over 3 million people in the county. Today we're going to talk about the good things and the bad things about living in San Diego, and you can decide for yourself if San Diego is right for you. Let's go check it out. U.S. News & World Report recently rated San Diego the funnest city in the entire United States. Whether you want to spend the whole day here at Balboa Park, which we are doing today, you can check out some of our finest museums, or maybe you want to go downtown to check out Little Italy and get some of the best restaurants we have to offer, or check out one of our finest beaches here in beautiful San Diego. So another great thing about San Diego is the location here. We're obviously at the very south end of the United States, but we're only 2 hours from Los Angeles. We're about 4.5-hour drive to Las Vegas. And if you want to go to the mountains, go skiing, it's about 2.5-hour drive. So you can physically go surfing in the morning and skiing in the evening, which is probably the only place in the United States where you can do that. So we moved to San Diego about 9 years ago. And one of the big reasons why we moved to San Diego is because it was super family friendly. We moved from Los Angeles originally, which also has its fair share of things to do with the kids. But we just found that San Diego was much more accessible for places to get around. As you can see behind me, we have the world famous San Diego Zoo just behind me here. We also have Legoland up in Carlsbad. We have Sesame Place down in Chula Vista. We also have Belmont Park over in Mission Beach. So there are plenty of things to do with the kids here in San Diego. Okay, so another con about living in San Diego is the San Diego International Airport, which is located just behind me. But honestly, there are some pros and cons to the airport here. It is on the smaller side, which makes it a little bit easier to navigate. You don't have 7 terminals to navigate. There's only 2 here. And they are also redoing Terminal 1 as we speak. But if you're looking for like direct flights to like the East Coast or internationally, they have limited amounts of flights, unlike LAX, which has 7 terminals and numerous flights throughout the world that go direct. We also have the Tijuana Airport, which is obviously not in San Diego, but is just across the border, just south of San Diego, which you can park on the US side and walk across the CBX Cross-Border Express and jump on flights to anywhere in Mexico. And they're very, very affordable, unlike San Diego International Airport. Oh, and if you're trying to live downtown in San Diego, just be aware of the flight path in San Diego, because you might have an airplane flying directly overhead your house. Enjoy. Another con we probably don't talk about enough here in San Diego are the tourists. Obviously, San Diego is a very popular destination for travelers. Condé Nast just recently ranked it the #2 place to visit in the entire country. So with that comes many people, especially during the summer months. The beaches are jammed, the highways are packed. Probably from June through September, really. So if you're living here in San Diego, some of the best times to go to the beaches are not the summertime, and just beware of the tourists. And if you're a big foodie, WildHub just ranked San Diego the 6th most foodiest city in the entire United States. So if you're a big foodie, San Diego has got you covered. Whether it's Italian, as we are standing in the heart of Little Italy in downtown San Diego, has some of the best Italian food in the state right now. And we are right in the heart of Little Italy, which has some of the best Italian food in the entire city, as you can imagine. We also have Indian food, we have Asian food, we have the best Mexican food in the entire United States. You can quote me on that. I don't care what Texas says about their Tex-Mex. So if you enjoy food and you like food, San Diego has got you covered. And if you're a big coffee drinker, San Diego was recently ranked at number 11th best coffee city in the country. We also have some great local coffee places here, like Parakeet Cafe right above me. We also have Better Buzz and Moshe, just to name a few. I also did a top 5 coffee video not too long ago, which you can check up right here. Cheers. Okay, so another con about living in San Diego is the traffic. So San Diego is ranked the 16th worst city in the nation for traffic, spending about 54 hours per year in traffic. But it kind of depends on where you came from, because if you came from Chicago, which has the worst traffic in the United States, you spend 155 hours in traffic. So yes, it can be a pro, but it can also be a con depending where you came from. Traffic also in San Diego is very predictable. So you get traffic mainly at rush hours. We're right here in the middle of the day, and we're moving pretty smooth right here on the 5 freeway. Okay, another pro and con, if you're in central San Diego, like we are right here in Mission Beach, parking sucks, and that's definitely a con. But if you're up in North County San Diego, parking is plentiful and delightful. Okay, this one is obvious. San Diego has some of the best beaches in the entire United States. You've heard it here first. Some of the best beaches down in Coronado State Beach, all the way up to Encinitas Beach. We're currently at Mission Beach, and as you can see, no one really works in San Diego, as everyone here is on the beach in the middle of the day on a Thursday in September. So one con, I know we were just talking about how great the beaches are here. There is one con about the beaches here is the water temperature. The average water temperature here in San Diego is 63 degrees. So, and in the wintertime, it can get down about 59, and in the summertime, it can get up close to 70. So if you have your kids playing in the ocean frequently, make sure you invest in a wetsuit. So according to US News and World Report, we have the second best weather in the entire United States, second to only Santa Barbara. We only get 12 inches of rain a year, which we could actually use more of, and we have 266 sunny days a year. Okay, I know earlier I said tourism could be a negative or a con about living in San Diego here, but it does bring a ton of jobs to San Diego, and as tourism is one of our biggest industries here in the city. And I mentioned one of the other kid-friendly activities here in San Diego is Belmont Park. We got a lot of roller coasters, arcades here. You're also right on the beach, right next to the Mission Beach boardwalk. So lots of good things to do with the kids. So one of the biggest cons in San Diego is the homelessness problem. We have, according to reports, is the 8th worst homeless problem in the entire nation, which is obviously not a good thing. It's gone up 10% since the pandemic started, so it's only gotten worse. The city is trying to do many things to help with homelessness, but unfortunately it's going to be a very long process before it gets under control, but hopefully that will happen in the near future. Okay, so another big pro and why we moved to San Diego are the schools here, especially the public schools here in San Diego. According to niche.com, we have 5 of the 10 best public schools in the entire state of California, which is pretty cool. We also have the top 3 out of the top 100 universities in San Diego, which is one of them right here is University of San Diego. We also have UCSD and San Diego State. So another con about living in San Diego, depending on how you're looking at it, are the sports teams here in San Diego. We don't have a lot of them, is what it comes down to. Right behind me is Snapdragon Stadium over in Mission Valley area. This is the home of San Diego State. This was also the former home of the San Diego Chargers. Unfortunately, they left us back in 2017, I think it was. So now we only have San Diego State football. We also have the MLS soccer team that is coming. We also have the women's MLS soccer team, the Wave. And then we also have the San Diego Padres, which are our only remaining sports teams we have here in San Diego. But one pro about our sports teams, that Petco Park, which is located in downtown San Diego, was voted the best stadium in Major League Baseball this past year. And what we lose in sporting events, we make up for in other events like concerts. We have a lot of concerts here at Snapdragon Stadium, as well as Petco Park and Chula Vista Amphitheater. Just recently they had Coldplay playing here. I went to Guns N' Roses here just a week ago. So very cool place to check out, even if you aren't a big sports fan. All right, let's talk public transportation here in San Diego. Well-known fact here, you're probably gonna need a car while living in San Diego. I'm standing outside the trolley station in Mission Valley, right outside of Snapdragon Stadium. You can take this to downtown San Diego, all the way up the coast, up into UTC La Jolla area. But if you want to explore everything that San Diego has to offer, you're probably going to need a car living here in San Diego. It would be great if they had this whole system that went through all of North County, San Diego, inland, and all that other areas of San Diego. Unfortunately, we are not there yet. They are trying to increase the public transportation here in San Diego, but it'll probably take many years for that to come to fruition. Okay, so one of the biggest complaints I get about San Diego is the cost of living and affordability. The median home price here in San Diego is right around $1 million currently, and it seems to keep going up by the day. It's also the 10th most expensive place to live in the country, and it's mostly because of housing. Everything else in San Diego is kind of similar throughout the country, except for maybe gas prices. And you can see a whole cost of living video that I did right up here. And I'll kind of tell you all about what it's like as far as cost of living in San Diego. All right, so one of the other great things about living in San Diego is the diversity and the culture of here in San Diego. We have very different ethnic populations here in San Diego, from Asian, Indian, Hispanic. Obviously, we're so close to Mexico. We're also home to the oldest settlement in California at Old Town San Diego, which was the first European settlement here in California, which is pretty cool. We're actually going to cover that in a future video soon, so look out for that. Well, that was our pros and cons of living in San Diego. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. And if this is your first time to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as we post new videos every week. And we're very close to getting our 10,000 subscriber. So it would really mean a lot to us if you could do that for us. Also, if you're looking to learn more about what it's like to live in San Diego, please check out this playlist I have made just for you. Thanks for watching, and catch us next time. Bye.